Joy of joys, you've got yourself a new bottle of fragrance, you dapper lad you. Well, time to test it out. Wait, something wrong? Oh no, it doesn't smell like what you were expecting. Well, do I have a news flash for you? Fragrances need time.
Time?
Yes, time. Call now to experience how we can help you make your fragrances great again by listening to a high-definition recording of a clock. And if you act now, you can choose to listen to a high-definition recording of a digital clock. Call now at 1-800-I'm-a-dumbass. That number again, 1-800-I'm-a-dumbass.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Rafi, and here we talk about fragrances on my channel. It kind of sounds French. Maybe I should do this in French. Salut tout le monde, bienvenue sur ma chaîne, je suis Rafi et ici on parle de parfum. Baguette croissante, maybe not. Maybe not. So today's video we have a list of fragrances that need time. You know, I think all fragrances need time, but these are 7 fragrances from my collection that I have had personal experience with that I found need time. Time not only to macerate, which is the wrong word, but actually, before I talk about that, if you don't know much about fragrances, you're thinking, time? Fragrances need time? Shouldn't they smell the same all the way through? No, that's not right, because what happens is they develop in the bottle, usually after you let some air into it. And that's the word that we here in the fraghead community, we call as maceration. Maceration, if you look it up, it's not really the right word to describe this. The better word to describe this would probably be magic. But most likely it's a combination of oxidation and your nose playing tricks on your brain. But the point is, you gotta be patient. And at the risk of sounding cliche, wait, is that phrase a cliche in and of itself? Is everything a cliche now? Anyway, we're constantly being told that we live in an age of instant gratification. Well, that's not exactly right. I'm about to flip that on its head because I think that we don't live in an age of instant gratification at all. And that's because we live in an age of instant satisfaction, as in to satiate, to satisfy. Your stomach is hungry? Well, you've got multiple food options available for you from cuisines all around the world, just maybe a short walk or a short drive away, or even you can have it delivered to your awaiting agape mouth hole. Stomach satiated, you are satisfied instantly. Your loins are fiending for a cleaning? Well, there's multiple options for that too. Rub, beat meat, skeet. Genital satiated, you are satisfied instantly. Maybe a little too instantly. You want to be part of that in-group? That's easy. You just jump online and you buy the thing that in-group is valuing most highly at that time. And don't forget to show it off on your socials. Sense of belonging satiated. You are satisfied instantly. Your brain wants a dopamine hit? Subscribe to my channel. Duh. Brain satiated. You are satisfied instantly. See? It's instant satisfaction. Not gratification. It's not gratification because gratification is derived from the word gratitude, as in to be grateful. And you just can't be consistently mindful enough to be grateful for a desire that you have been able to satisfy instantly and quickly and so easily. And after a while, it just becomes autonomic as you incorporate the convenience of being able to satisfy yet another desire so quickly and instantly into your baseline state. Instant satisfaction leads to delayed gratification. Hang on, I thought delayed gratification was a good thing. Well, it is if you're using the term gratify and satisfy as interchangeable words. But as I said before, that's incorrect. And if you're using the term gratification correctly, then delaying it is bad news. Why? Well, let me ask you, why would you want to delay being grateful for something that satisfies your desires? See? So what do? It's easy. It's called delayed satisfaction, which leads you to instant gratification. Well, not easy. I mean, saying it is easy, but doing it is a bit more difficult. Well, it's not difficult actually. It's more like a habit that you need to build and strengthen via repetition over time. And as much as it feels like it's in short supply, time is a necessary evil here. It's necessary to gratify you. You're hungry? Cook. You feeling frisky? Develop a relationship with a lover. You want to feel like part of the in-group? Find a group that buys into you rather than the other way around. You want a dopamine hit? Subscribe to my channel. That shit hasn't changed. Maybe binge watch all my videos and share them all with everybody that you know. You see, all these activities require time, as in they're not instant in comparison. We're so quick to put a speed of delivery lens as the solution to most of our modern problems. But most of our modern problems are being exacerbated by the prioritization of that very metric. Anyway, I guess I should talk about fragrances now. Well, I have 7 fragrances that on first impression were a bit shite. And over time, though, they have developed, gotten deeper and richer and longer lasting and shown me more of their nuances. So let's kick off. The first one I have is Moss Cologne by Bortnikoff. Now this is a little indie house. I say it's a little, but you know it's quite well known. Him and Dmitry Bortnikoff, the perfumer himself, and that is his name. I do like his presentation. I think it's very well done for a smaller house. It puts a lot of effort into it, and they're not all the same. I do not know if I'm holding that upside down or not, but there's the B on the box, and it opens like so. And let's take the card out. Hope I haven't got fingerprints all over this. Here we go. Show you the bottle. Moss Cologne by Bortnikoff. Now, I tried it at a shop that used to stock these or this house locally, and I thought, brilliant, fantastic, and I need to have it. So I bought it shortly afterwards, and when I bought it, I unboxed it, and I actually even did a video giving my first impressions of it as well. And strange thing happened. In that video, I actually ended up talking more about Chanel's Pour Monsieur than I did of this actual fragrance, because it didn't really impress me in the same way that it did when I tried it on at the shop. So I put it away. And then I waited about 5 months, and I pulled it back out, and I thought I'd wear it again, and I did, and it was brilliant. Exactly like how I remembered it. Sweet citruses, oak moss, and you can definitely smell that signature champaka, which is that heady floral that Bortnikoff uses in a number of the collection that the number of the fragrances that he has in this cologne collection. And yeah, so good. Very classy, very office friendly, and I think it's slightly sort of different. That champaka gives it like a little bit of a different vibe. And yeah, this one really took a few months to actually open up. Bear that in mind. The second one in this list is this one right here. It is not a stranger to anybody who knows YouTube fragrance review video channels. It is Dior Homme Parfum, and I blind bought 2 of these based on, YouTube videos. And when I got it, it was around January, and I'm in Australia, and January is like the hottest month of the year. Definitely not the right month to be wearing Dior Homme Parfum, but I did open it up and I did wear it when I got it originally, and I thought, yeah, it kind of sounds like that's the stuff that they're talking about, but I don't see how brilliant, like it's not like super brilliant or anything like that to me just yet. So I put it away, and I came back to it 6 months later when it was cold and it had opened up, and that it was way stronger and it had that leather note that became more prominent. And then I put it away again, and I came back to it 18 months later, and it revealed in the mids this dark sort of damask rose that I hadn't been able to capture before. And then it dawned on me that, yes, this brilliant, absolute masterpiece. The only thing is, it might be a little too strong and too linear, and after a while, it's just you want to wash it off. It's that much. Like I like it because it's strong, but then it's a bit too much. And if it developed and changed to keep it interesting in the base or the deep dry down, then okay, but It's the only chink in the armor of Dior Homme Parfum that I can think of. But yeah, definitely needs time. All right, the next one in here, you won't recognize this bottle. It is this here, because this is Aventus, and I don't have a full bottle, truth be told. And all I've been doing is getting 5ml decants of different batches of different years, and just to test them all out. And over the last decade, I have seen a pattern. And I read all the reviews over that time period and during that time period of like almost a decade ago. And it seems like people were lamenting the poor performance of Aventus since back in 2013. Since back in 2013, people saying, yes, it's just not as good as the old 2010 batches. So people have been shit canning Aventus for the last decade. To put that into context, Aventus came out in 2010, which means that it's been getting slammed for its poor performance for over 77% of its life. And that percentage is growing every day. And in 2013, people were saying how good the 2010 batches were. In 2016, they were saying how good the 2013 batches were. In 2019, people were saying how good and how beast mode-ish the 2015 batches were. You see a pattern here? So if you're wondering, oh my god, which batch should I spend my life savings on? Oh, where's my penis? Good news is it doesn't matter, because you can even buy the newest batches and wait a couple of years and it'll come good. And it's gonna smell fantastic. Just give it some time. So next time someone unboxes a brand new Aventus and says,
"This doesn't smell like the decant I've got at all,"
tell him to have a Coke and a smile, shut the fuck up and wait a while. Halfway through this list and we've got Ani by Nishane. Ooh, okay. Always get an unboxing with my videos, even if I'm doing a list. Ooh, shit. Show you the bottle because that's an obligatory thing to do. I don't know what this is. I think every time I do this, you get a dopamine hit. Boom, you get a dopamine hit and you get a dopamine hit. I'm like Oprah with dopamine. Dopra. That's what I am. That's terrible. That's the worst. Okay, Nishane Ani. Now, this didn't need time to sort of, become better smelling. This actually just needed time for me to understand it a little bit more, because when I smelled it, I just thought it was just an olfactory shock to me. So it was kind of like an olfactory shock to me in the beginning. But over the course of 2 months, I proceeded to empty out a quarter of the bottle, as you can see there. Yes, very good, very addictive. And I kind of like stay away from it sometimes, because I know that if I chuck this on, then I'm going to chuck it on again the next day and then the next day and then the next day. It's just, once it clicks, it's a slow burn, but once it clicks, it's a winner. Who's next? It's Renaissance by Xerjoff. As I said, there's an unboxing with every one of these. Ooh. And with the Xerjoff fragrances, there's a lot of unboxing to do, because there's a box within a box, and inside that box there is another box, and inside this, well, I guess this is a coffret, but then it's in a coffin, and finally you get to the fragrance itself. It better be damn good. Ooh. It better be damn good, because it took me this much effort to actually unbox it. Here you go. Here's a good view of the bottle itself. Why is it focusing on me? Okay, here's a good view of the bottle itself and how much of it is left. Not much at all, my friends. And I keep saying this, and I'll keep saying it, and this is the hill that I'll die on. Renaissance is the best fragrance from the house of Xerjoff. I said it, and I stand by it. Its nuances are plenty. There are lots of things going on here, and I feel like it doesn't get taken seriously because it's a citrus freshie. Citrus freshies are like the comedies of the movie world. Then as brilliant as they can be, they're never going to win an Oscar against something more serious, which doesn't make sense at all, because it's heaps more difficult to make someone laugh than it is to make them more depressed than they already are. Anyway, don't write this off because it's a simple citrus freshie. There's a lot going on. You just need to look for it. Second last one, and I'm going to show you the bottle there. This is Tom Ford for Men Extreme. Now I blind bought this based on the note listing. There's like patchouli and there's truffles in here as well, and like some kind of balsams and I think benzoin, not benzoin, maybe not. Now I blind bought this based on the note listing because it's got things like patchouli in here and truffles, which I thought is super interesting. And upon the first few wearings, I was like, I don't even think that those notes are in here because it doesn't smell anything like that. So I put it away for about 8 months and I tried it again because I was actually contemplating selling this. I was like, hey, I'm going to sell this because it maybe someone else might like this instead of me. So I thought I'd give it another wearing. And it's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. It's come into its own. And so, of course, I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it now because it smells insanely good. Really like it. Very classy. Very, very classy. And I've put a big dent in it already, if it can be seen. I don't know if it can be seen or not. Can it be seen? Yes. Yes. Good. And the last one in this list of 7 is Pasha de Cartier Parfum. Wow. Now I bought this. Again, I blind bought this due to the hype train. Let's unbox it. Very Pasha-esque bottle. Indeed. Ooh, striations. And the little blue gem thingy on the top. Obligatory sniffing of the bottle. Complete. Like I said, I blind bought this due to the hype train. And the first time I wore it, I recoiled in disgust. True story. I think it's on video as well. So I put it away for about a year, and the last time I wore it, I noticed a world of difference. That sandalwood. It had opened up that amazing interpretation of sandalwood that's in here, and benzoin. It's deep and rich and opulent, yet somehow very, very, very approachable. Like it's not a niche sort of scent. It's designed like a designer scent, but at the upper edges of quality, refinement as well, and blending. Fantastic scent. Fantastic scent, and now I absolutely adore it. There you go, that's the list. I hope it didn't take too long, and as always, thanks for watching.